Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm African Gamer here. So today I have decided to make a very depressing video. This is about multiplayer games in the future at current times and just multiplayer first person shooter, third person shooter, battle royale, just any type of multiplayer game in general. I'll be breaking down the horrible stuff that's been going on currently and the future of just the disgusting corporations and what they're doing to their franchises. So stay tuned. This is going to be a depressing video on how every multiplayer game is pretty much going to die off. So the future of gaming, it's looking extremely grim. It's looking extremely dark because of a little, key term I like to call, and a lot of people like to call skill-based matchmaking. This has been first introduced, this has been introduced in different types of games for different reasons, but it's extremely heavy and just saddening in Call of Duty, especially Cold War. And now EA, the publishers of the Battlefield series, decided to say, "Oh, this is a great idea, Activision. Let me steal that idea from you, implement it in that my games, and then let this SBMM pandemic spread and completely ruin first-person shooter multiplayers." So yeah, multiplayer gameplay is dead, and to the point, like right now, the only casual games I'm getting a vibe from are single-player games like Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, those type of games. Also GTA Online and just GTA in general. And finally, a game called Warface, which I've made a video about before. This game is mesmerizing. It's the best first-person shooter out, in my opinion. Of course, there are like some story mode games that are also first-person shooter that you may consider better. But for multiplayer, this is the only good game out, in my opinion. It's completely free also, and the grind is just amazing. Like everything is really good about this game. I'm not even gonna lie. So go give it a try. It's free on PC, Xbox, PlayStation. So yeah, go ahead try that out. But uh, yeah, it's gone to the point where I'm starting to think even GTA 6 will have skill-based matchmaking in the online modes. It's sad. The future of gaming is completely ruined in my eyes because I've seen Call of Duty Mobile, the only good Call of Duty, get destroyed by skill-based matchmaking, and that's coming out, I believe, in the latest patch. So there's that. Also, DICE and not necessarily DICE, but EA has decided to implement some sort of skill-based matchmaking in Battlefield. So not only is Call of Duty dead, the other AAA title, which is in the first-person genre, is Battlefield. That's going to be dead soon also. So yeah, that's that's insane to me. And the future of gaming is just going to be single player games. That's what I'm saying. Single player games, you can chill, you can do like for example Red Dead Redemption. I play that almost every morning now before school starts, and it feels so good. It feels so good to just sit back, go through side missions, go through main missions, and just grind out the game until the end and play through it. It feels so good, right? I don't want to be sweating extremely hard to level up an SMG like 2 levels a game. That's just straight up stupid. So yeah, that's why I'm backing up my claims when it comes to it. And skill-based matchmaking looks to be so bad. I start thinking, what if Among Us of all games starts putting skill-based matchmaking in? Because they can if they want, to be honest, and they could go ahead and ruin that game. It's just funny to think about. But yeah, in general, the future of gaming is just going to be single player games, and it's just going to be ruined. All multiplayer games, and I'm not talking about just first person shooter or third person shooter. I'm talking about like even racing games could possibly get ruined. Fighting games could get ruined. Just so many genres can be affected by this horrible SBMM pandemic that it can just completely ruin off a franchise, kill off a franchise. So yeah, and for games I highly recommend you try out if you're into first person shooter games, but you don't, want to play multiplayer, or you don't want to be infected by the SBMM, as I like to say. I highly recommend the Far Cry series. Those types of games are amazing. I also highly recommend some good games for multiplayer that don't have skill-based matchmaking. Casual play would be like Rainbow Six Siege. That's a really good game. And in general, I feel as though Ubisoft does a really good job with their story games and also some of their multiplayer games. So I highly recommend you go check them out and their games. I've gotten quite a bit of their games. I love their Assassin's Creed Origin game. I love their Rainbow Six Siege. I loved Far Cry 5. There's so many good games within it, and there's so much time that you can spend within those games. It's absolutely insane. So I highly recommend those. Also, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a good pick, especially on a deal, which I snapped it on. So in general, just I recommend you guys stay away from multiplayer, as skill-based matchmaking is ruining everything, and it's going to ruin the future of gaming.